What is good, my fellow sick degenerates? We are back. UFC prediction video for Apex 109. Yes, we're still at the Apex, but then next week we're out of it. Last week's Apex card delivered. That's what kind of brought me back to doing prediction videos. I went 10-2 on picks, so I'm like, let me dive in here and just go 5 for 7 when I come back. Decent card, a little bit better name value than last week, I think. But last week we had multiple Fight of the Year candidates. So, demon card, love the main card. And we're back, boys. We're back. Like, subscribe, comment. If you're new here, I do drop parlays eventually. They are absolutely horrible. Get ready. A lot of plus 70,000 parlays that don't hit. But we're here. We have fun with it. Let's dive in. Timestamps below. You know how we do it. Let's get it. Gabriella Fernandez. And what is his first name? There's a J in Julija. We're just going to call her Stoliaranko because I don't know how to say that first name. I think it's Julia. Stoliaranko, I really don't like anything about her fighting style. Yes, she's good on the ground, but she's not good enough where you can pick her. Right now, she's a plus 325 underdog. Gabriella Fernandez is a minus 450. And as we know, Fernandez destroyed our beloved Wang Kong Wang, Gorilla Cock, however you say it. Destroyed her. Well, she was getting destroyed, then she came back and clipped her and got the sub. It happens. And like I said, I just can't pick Stoliaranko because her grappling is like that elite. She just randomly will sub up Molly McCann, who is horrible too. It's just day and night for me. I got to go with the Brazilian. I got to go with Gabriella Fernandez. I think she's well-rounded everywhere. She has okay striking, okay on the ground, as where Stoliaranko is just okay on the ground. And she's from Lithuania, so fade her. I just can't do it, guys. Not much to say here. Will I be betting on this fight? Yes, because I always try and sweep the card. Will this be going in lock parlays? No, but it possibly could. That's how much I don't believe in Stoliaranko at all. If she can't get this to the ground, get ready. This is Gabriella Fernandez day and night. But then again, I don't really see Gabriella Fernandez getting a finish. I kind of do, because Stoliaranko is horrible. But I'm going with Gabriella Fernandez. I'm not going to pick method of victory for this one, because I just don't care enough. Uros and Gilbert Urbina. I was surprised to find out that Urbina is 2 inches taller, 4 inches of reach, 3 years younger. I was kind of surprised, and I was very surprised that Uros got knocked out in 30 seconds his last fight. My issue with Urbina, I hate to bet based on their last 5 fights, but this guy got KO'd by Radke, which is okay, subbed by Brian Battle, KO'd by Tresean Gore in 6 minutes. Not good. Not good. He's got a mullet too, so get ready. Fade him. I gotta go Uros guys, for the power, for the striking. Again, that 30-second KO loss was absolutely horrendous to watch. I will never forget that. I still lose sleep over it. And then his only other loss in his last 5 fights was against Urbina. He got subbed up in round 2, but he survived 9 minutes. It's good enough for me. But his wins aren't really that impressive either. Tim Means KO, Semmelsberger KO. Which Morales is this? Omar Morales, never heard of him in my entire life. Pretty low-level fight at, where are we? 170. I am going Uros Again, I cannot put him on any lock parlays because of what we saw last fight. Absolutely disgusting. Hate it. Hate it. But I am going Uros and I'm going Medic by KO, but it could be points. Next fight, my baby girl Joselyne Edwards, the baddie with the fatty, and Priscila Cachoeira. Cachoeira is an underdog at plus 245, minus 310 for Joselyne Edwards. Cachoeira, bro. I had a parlay, Sam Hughes split decision and Cachoeira split decision. The Sam Hughes one hit. Cachoeira finished her opponent in the first round. That's because she's fighting that Nunez girl, bro. She's so bad. Oh my God. What's her first name? I don't even care. Nunez is so bad. I was definitely picking Cachoeira. I didn't think she would finish her. in the first 2.5 minutes, but Cachoeira has fought like semi-demons. I love Jastovicius. She got subbed by Jastovicius in the 3rd round. Just you surviving 3 rounds or 2.5 rounds with Jastovicius is cool with me. She almost lasted the whole fight. She got subbed in the last 40 seconds. And then she got subbed by Maverick, which isn't the best look. I always bet on Maverick too, but to get a finish is not good, boys. Not good. But she does have punching power, Cachoeira. But Joselyne Edwards' thick thighs save lives, and she got a fatty. So I'm going Joselyne Edwards to be able to have a better fight IQ. I think she maybe get punched in the face a few times, but then gets a little trip takedown, keeps it there for a couple minutes. Maybe Cachoeira gets back up, but then Joselyne Edwards does the same thing, kind of drains Cachoeira's energy, rinse and repeat. I am going Edwards points, which I always bet, and it always comes through, except when she got robbed by Nora Cornhole in France. Fuck you, France. And then last fight, she got a KO. So I am betting points. Don't let this... that was against Chelsea Chandler. In round 1, oh my god, I forgot about that. I thought that was round 3. That's Chelsea Chandler. That is literally the female Michael Chandler. I am going Joselyne Edwards points. You can look at over on takedowns too. This should be a free night for Joselyne Edwards to get 3 takedowns. Like, come on, bro. Let's do this. Don't do this to me, God. I'm going Joselyne Edwards points. And that's it. She got the fatty. Elijah Smith. Toshiomi Kazama. That is a face only a mother could love. He looks like he could be a zombie. I am going Elijah Smith, even though his last fight was a little scary, but he did show some durability, showed some fight IQ. I picked Vince Morales in that fight because I was just going with the Vetty. That's it. I was going to say crafty, but he's not super crafty. He did have Elijah Smith in that nasty little sub at the end. I was like, bet we won that one. And we didn't. And he's still new in the UFC. Just one fight against Vince Morales, who is a vet, though. So I expect him to do some work to Kazama. The only issue is that Kazama is good at grappling. And we saw Elijah Smith in his last fight. He was getting some reversals. He was kind of doing his thing, flipping over, whatever. And that's Kazama's game. So it does scare me a little bit. But on the flip side, Elijah Smith, please don't do this to me. A lot of these odds are crazy. Minus 650 for Elijah Smith. 7 to 1 favorite. I don't like that. I could see him at like a minus 350. Minus 650. Now I have to bet a method of victory. If he goes the distance with Kazama, that is very, very disturbing. And that should not happen. So I'm going Elijah Smith. KO. How many KOs does this guy have? 8 wins. He has 4 KOs and 1 sub. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're going Elijah Smith KO. Next. Julius Walker and Rafael Cerqueira. Bro, Cerqueira. Again, another minus 700 for Julius Walker. Cerqueira lost to Bakakis and Aslan in round 1. I like Bakakis way more than I like Aslan. We saw Aslan his last fight. I think he threw 24 significant strikes in 15 minutes. So does my mother. Good job, Aslan. Man, Rafael Cerqueira just literally stands there. Someone reminded me in chat, he just stands there. I watched his last 2 fights. Oh my god, this guy has nothing. No defense, no offense. But my issue is Julius Walker has only had 1 fight. It was short notice against Menafield, and he lost split decision. I'm not the biggest fan of Menafield. So when you go split with Menafield, it kind of scares me. But this guy is a finisher. When he gets a win, fairly new in pro MMA too. Only 7 pro MMA fights. His only losses to Menafield. 4 KOs, 2 subs. He is a finisher. So with that being said, be careful just laying heavy chalk on Walker KO. This is probably one of those fights where Walker KO is like minus 150, but KO sub is minus 200. If that's the case, it was just like that for Vallejos. It was like in his last Apex card. It was like Vallejos plus 150 for KO, plus 100 for KO sub. If that's the case, guys, just do the KO sub. Just play it safe. If Cerqueira wins, I will crash out and off myself. So please, Julius Walker, get it done. I'm picking Julius Walker, like I said, KO submission. Hopefully we can get that at like a plus 100, minus 150. I'm okay with that. Next fight on the bloody card, eh? If I did an accent, I feel like my bets would hit so much harder. Like if I had a British accent, bro, or Australian, all my parlays would hit. Eryk Anders, Christian, Leroy, Duncan. I always think about Workaholics when they're like, Leroy Jenkins. Bro, these odds are so cracked out. Minus 650 for Christian, Leroy, Duncan. Like, I get it, but come on, bro. Minus 650. Jesus. Eryk Anders. I respect Eryk Anders. I respect all my guys that were drug addicts and then changed their life. And here he is, bro. Eryk Anders. Who else is the other guy? I can't remember his name right now. Shit. Whatever. You get it. This guy KO'd Chris Weidman, which is impossible. Just kidding. Lost unanimous decision to Marc-Andre Barrio, but we just saw Barrio had a decent performance. Not really. Against Shara Bullet, but whatever. And this guy lost to Park. Split decision, though. Park is pretty decent. Pretty doggy. We saw him in that one fight recently, just fucked up, and he still came back and won that. Wasn't it like a illegal knee or something? I can't remember. It wasn't an illegal knee. And this guy beat Kyle Dawkins. Thank God. Thank God. Eryk Anders spells his name with a Y, which means he is not a lock. And Duncan is... I'm scared that Eryk Anders just pressure wrestles this guy against the fence. Christian Leroy Duncan has to get his striking off. He does hit hard. He loves his KOs. 11 pro MMA wins and 8 KOs, 1 sub. He's had 9 finishes out of his 11 pro MMA fights. This guy lost to Armin Petrosian, but that was 2 years ago when Petrosian was like in the UFC. Didn't Armin Petrosian get cut? Lost to Gregory Rodriguez by unanimous decision. I'm okay with that. He didn't get absolutely starched. I'm okay with that. This fight, guys, I am going Christian Leroy Duncan by points. I think Eryk Anders can stay in there, make it a little gritty. The striking is obviously on Christian Leroy Duncan's side, but I can't count out an ex-drug addict. I'm going to be honest. They got some like crackhead power still. Like, apparently if you crack your back and you used to do PCP, it'll like, maybe it's acid. Whatever. If you crack your back and you're a drug addict, the drugs kick back in. So if he just cracks his back one time in the fight, get ready. Get ready. I'm going Christian Leroy Duncan points. Let's get it. Here we go. My first underdog. Miles Johns versus Gene Matsumoto. I was going Gene Matsumoto. Then I changed my mind. I said, no, we're going Miles Johns. And it really isn't fight styles. It's basically just level of competition. You know, Gene Matsumoto subbed Dan Argueta, beat Brad Katona. A lot of people shit on Brad Katona. I actually like him. Beat him unanimous decision. Split decision with Rob Font. I'm okay with that too. Like if you're not with the shits, then Rob Font will G-check you. So I'm okay with that. My issue with Gene Matsumoto, not really the finisher. 16 pro MMA wins. Only 9 of them have been finishes. And he mainly gets subs. 6 subs and 3 KOs. Fight style, he's more of like a pressure against the cage. Like he'll strike a little bit, but he's not trying to get it to the ground. But he's trying to not let you throw punches back at him basically and just win based off like pressure and gayness. Miles Johns isn't the best either. Also not a finisher. 15 pro MMA wins, only 4 KOs, 2 subs. Had a decent fight with Felipe Lima. Has Lima lost yet? I forgot. Didn't Lima just lose? He lost to Talbot. Yeah, I just gotta go with the vettier Miles Johns, bro. This guy fought Vince Morales 2, won a unanimous decision. I'm not trying to act like Vince Morales is him. I swear to God. Unanimous decision with Cody Gibson. That's another fighter I love, Cody Gibson. People be talking shit, but whatever. I like it. Bro, these guys are like the same fight style. This is kind of weird. I love this fight to go the distance. Miles Johns at a plus 260. You can just take that money line. You don't have to take the points. I do see this fight going the distance. So that might be the safer bet than picking a money line, picking a fighter. But I am going Miles Johns. I am going points. I probably won't bet that, though, just because I can just do Miles Johns' money line at plus 260. But it's going to be a close fight, so get ready. A little scary. Next fight, Andre Fili and C. King Rod, bro. The prospect killer. The issue right now is Andre Fili is not a prospect. And C-Rod only kills prospects. He's the prospect killer. Hence his name. Shit. I think I am going C-Rod in this. I don't like the price tag at minus 265. I never bet based on odds. I like to pick my fighter, pick the fight style, then see what the odds are. 4 inches of height for Fili. 8 years older. Fili's 35. 3 inches of reach for Fili. My issue is Fili just, I think he's way past his prime, man. I like Andre Fili. I really do. I miss the old days. This guy lost to Nathaniel Wood, unanimous decision. Not horrible. The Dan Ige KO was bad, but it wasn't for me because I had Dan Ige KO. So I was like, please go to sleep. And he went to sleep in 2.5 minutes. Thank you. The Cub Swanson win, I thought he might have lost that. And then he got subbed by Costa by just putting his head in the... Was it a ghillie? He put his head right in that shit, bro. He dove in. And, you can't do MMA math like this, but C-Rod just lost unanimous decision to Costa. Didn't get subbed. A lot of positions where C-Rod could have gotten subbed, and he didn't. He did not. This guy beat Austin Bashi, who we just saw have a stellar performance in his last fight. The sub against Julian Erosa when he got subbed, I'm okay with that too. I picked Julian Erosa. I love me some Juicy J, no Diddy. Cameron Simon is fucking horrible. Durgarian, horrible. I'm going C-Rod, guys, and I'm okay with it. Will I sprinkle anything on Andre Fili? No, I'm not. C-Rod day and night, and he's Mexican. Bet the house. It's too hard for me to know if C-Rod... Nah, he's probably going the distance. I'm going C-Rod points for this one. 12-3. Let's go C-Rod. Going up the card. This is a tough one for me. Lucindo and Angela Hill. I skipped her first name because I have no idea if it's an I or an L. Iasmin? Change your name. This is a tough one for me, guys. I always bet on Angela Hill. She's an underdog, plus 170 right now. Lucindo is a minus 200. I still don't know what to do with this fight. I'm going to be brutally honest. 17 years age gap. 17. Angela Hill was 17 when Lucindo was born. Holy crap. That scares me right there. Lucindo should be quicker. I cannot stand Angela Hill's fighting style. It always works out for her. I hate it. The bouncing, the whatever she's doing, hate it. Drives me absolutely insane, but I always pick her. 18-14 for Angela Hill is also terrifying. 17-6 for Lucindo, sorry. I forgot to mention, these are early picks. These are not bets. So for my early pick for this, man, I'm going to go Angela Hill. I'm going Angela Hill early pick. Do not be talking shit in the comments. This is an early pick. Lost to Tabitha Ritchie, even though she probably won that because the judges love Tabitha Ritchie's butthole. Lost to Dern. Yeah, it's just level of competition, bro. We just saw Lucindo lose to, well, I can't remember her name. We just saw Lucindo lose to motherfreaking Lemos. She's fought decent competition, too, I guess. Marina Rodriguez, but she fucking sucks now. Whoa, she subbed Polyana Vienna. Who can't? I'm going Angela Hill, guys, but if this does not work out, don't get mad at me, because you said it here. You heard it here first. This is like a tough one. Tough one. Co-main event. Do me a favor, guys. Like the video if you haven't already. We are sweeping this card. Like it for good luck. Steve Erceg and Ode Osbourne. Steve Erceg looks like a librarian and a kayaker, but he still wins fights. You gotta love it. Unless you're fighting a dog shit Kai Kara France. This has got to be Steve Erceg day and night. There's no odds on this yet. I can't even post parlays. On DraftKings, they have 6 fights. The hell's going on? So this is just a prediction video, as you can tell. I'm very surprised Ode Osbourne is 5 inches of reach on Steve Erceg. That's pretty crazy. But Ode Osbourne is good at nothing. Like, he is slightly well-rounded, but with low-level competition. This guy got subbed by a Sioux. That's how you know shit is bad. Which Rodriguez is this? Oh my god. Oh, that's right. He fought Ronaldo Rodriguez. That was a good scrap, though. This has got to be Steve Erceg, guys. If you're picking Ode Osbourne, may God be with you. Like, Steve Erceg has to be the pick. If he loses, you can't be mad at yourself, because this is the pick. Steve Erceg has fought absolute demons. Pantoja, Cara France, for some of you. Who else did he fight? Moreno. God damn, Steve Erceg is 0-3 in his last 3. Not good. But his striking is pretty nasty. The way he did, can't remember his name. The way he hit my guy with that, like, 1-2 left hook was disgusting. Well, I can't remember his name. Matt Schnell. That was disgusting. But Matt Schnell's chin is gone. I think Erceg can chin Ode Osbourne. I really do. Steve Erceg has to be locked in after losing his last 3. This is the fight for you, my G. Get it. We're going Steve Erceg by vicious KO. Main event of the evening. My Geyser, another person I always bet on, Fluffy Hernandez. Picked him against motherfucking Copy Love. Picked him against Allen. Picked him against Michelle Pereira. Love it. And he is fighting Roman Dolidze for the main event 5-rounder. Fluffy is a minus 350 favorite. Dolidze plus 270. I can understand people picking Dolidze. He's been like on his game recently. Hasn't he won his last 3? Let's go, internet. This is not a time to not work. Let's go, bitch. Doesn't work. Great. I'm going to assume he's won his last 3. And Fluffy Hernandez knows his path to victory. Get a hold of him. Take him down. Keep him there. Rinse and repeat. Barely strike. Well, he does tend to like and strike, which drives me crazy. Like, stop striking. Just take him down. Like, last time he was getting punched a little bit too much by Brennan Allen. But my pick here is Fluffy for that reason. His pressure, his control time, his submission ability, the way he just like drains people's energy is insane. I knew this kid was a lock. I don't know if he listens to metal, but he has gauges and like chest tattoos and all that. He looks like one of my homies from back in the day. Those people are locks. If you listen to metal, have gauges, wrestle, and have a chest tattoo, you're literally a lock. But I get people picking Roman Dolidze. I get it. He has a puncher's chance. Definitely not a submission chance. But he's got a puncher's chance where you could just clip him by accident. But I have to go fluffy, guys. Again, rinse and repeat. You know your path to victory. I'm going fluffy. Does Fluffy get a sub? I think Roman Dolidze's gas tank will hold up like better than Michelle Pereira and shit like that. I'm going fluffy decision. Pray for the bro. I'm going fluffy decision. Those are all the picks right there, guys. Early leans. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll be back this week with a more confident prediction video. I'll try and include some parlays in there. And then towards the end of the week, we'll do the best betting prop section. We are making a comeback on YouTube. I'm sorry I wasn't here. But we're back, boys. We're back. I appreciate y'all. Peace.